I would like to welcome you on this beautiful, sunny, rainy, and in the middle day. When I walked here, it was beautiful, it was sunny. And the plants looked so happy to see the sun after a couple of days of rain. The happiness of the plants really reminded me the happiness that resides within each one of us, that is hidden. Little favorable condition comes and it appears in its vibrancy. That is our true nature, really. Ananda, bliss. That is our true nature. Because of, in lack of that, really, our life will become meaningless. The question is, how do we see that bliss? How do we define it or experience it, or how do we perceive it? It may be there and we may not recognize it. Just like a little piece of straw falls in our eyes, little something just comes in our eyes and the whole scenery that's in front of us gets distorted. And we become so consumed with this. I was sitting with Baba once in this country, and someone came to him. He had never been in the presence of a guru, a saint, realized being. He didn't know what to ask, and he didn't know just to sit still. He had to have some kind of conversation. So he asked, Baba, why do people come to you? Baba looked at him and he said, oh brother, I don't know. But when they come to me, and after they are gone, and I look at him, why had this person really come to me? In most cases, I see that people come to me to learn how to live. That's all he said. And I started thinking about that how to live. Why do we want to live? Why do we live? What are we seeking? And if you look at deeply, we are all really seeking that happiness. No matter what we do, we're pursuing that happiness. Whether we sit in meditation, or we party, or we go out on traveling, or vacations, and this and that, reaching out to those we love. The bottom line is we are all seeking their happiness. You're trying to fix a situation. So this pursuit of happiness and it's within us. Something has just covered it. And we get so consumed with what is in front. Just by saying that it's within you, go be happy, won't work. So, and the same thing we were talking about last night in the ashram, I really asked people who are living at the ashram that, what are you doing here? What is your pursuit? What is your purpose? And not only people in the ashram, actually each one of us, we are very blessed to ask that question. What are we really pursuing? And how do we go about it? So at the ashram at least, this is the purpose and focus of the ashram, that we try to live a lifestyle that nurtures, nourishes our search without getting too distracted. Now, where it begins? If you don't have a healthy body, it's very difficult to be happy. So start with self-care. If you have paid attention to what the kind of classes, teachings that we do, it starts there, starts with the self. Taking care of yourself first. If your body is not healthy, everything could be right in front of you, you won't be able to appreciate it. Now, that begins with paying attention. How do you wake up? We start right there, because when we are in sleep, you're almost dead. When you wake up, a new life, new day, new way to live begins. So we get this opportunity every day to start new. Every day. It's up to you whether you want to carry the baggage from day before and keep lugging it, or drop it and start new. This is why there is such a great emphasis put on in our daily practice. And that daily practice begins with how you wake up. What is the first thing you do as soon as you wake up? Start right there. If you are being run by the mind has already started going and has planned out the day for you. And if not careful, you jump out and start going. But the foundation of that pursuit for that happiness, real happiness, begins right there. Taking little time for yourself. That has nothing to do with your agenda, self-created, or expectation from outside. That has nothing to do with it. Starts right here. I know I have talked about it many, many, many times, but I see after hearing it hundreds of times it still hasn't gone in people's life. So that's why I keep talking about it so prominently. It's really important. When you wake up, if you have nothing to, no images or names or forms in your mind, start with those 3 deep breaths. Be absolutely still and present to yourself. First breath. Pay attention to the way it begins, the way it travels in your body, the way your body interacts with it, how it feels. Be totally absorbed in that experience. As you breathe out, be aware of that experience. Totally present to that body and breath connection. Harmony between the movement of your body, your breath, and your body is yoga. Yoga, union. Just being able to taste that and be fully present to that moment can be a very enriching moment of the day. One breath long. Second breath. Feel the richness of this second breath even more so. It expands. Your body opens up more to absorb the energy that has come with it. Taste it. Even if you are not used to tasting it and feeling it, suggest it to yourself. This breath is really permeating all over my body and bringing in light and nourishment. Third breath. Mind will want to know what is the purpose of this. The first purpose is to be with yourself. You can assign it an attribute, a name. I love myself. I'm taking this first breath in the name of I'm loving myself. Second one, I'm respecting myself. In the name of respecting myself, I'm taking this breath. Third breath, through this mind and body, today may I serve the highest good. That's the best kind of promise we can make to honor ourselves. May I serve the highest good. If I'm not aware of the highest good, I become so self-serving, become so self-consumed that there is no time or even any thought around being of service, thinking of someone else in need. I love myself, I respect myself, and may I be able to serve the highest good today. We start the day with this. It has set the tone for the day. If the tone is not set, it can go all over. Little adjustment we make at here, at the other end, a much bigger change happens. You change 1 degree here, 60-degree changes over there. So at the end of the day, you'll see by this little tuning, you have made a big difference in your day. it's something to live, to practice, to bring it in your daily life seriously, not just something I do. It becomes the foundation. Once you have a foundation, on that foundation you can build any building. If there is no foundation, no matter how elaborate the building is, it can collapse with any little wind. The foundation has to be strong. Our undisciplined mind will come and say, oh, today is this and that, so I'm not doing it, I'm not too busy. The mind chatter will come in. Mind chatter will come in. But if I really want to connect with that happiness, that is my true nature, that is already there, I have to start learning how to first be present to myself. And this is really what ashram teaches. How to be present to yourself, how to unite with yourself. And if that has happened, everything is fine. There will be sunshine and there will be rain and there will be storm, and we'll just keep weathering through it all. We can't stop the rain, but we know how to put an umbrella on our head so we don't get wet. Sometimes we try to stop the rain. A problem comes in our life and we try to fix the problem. The real fixing needs to be done here, really. That when we have this life, up and down is bound to happen. Situations are bound to happen. How do I align myself that the storm has come and it will go, it will pass? Be it an emotional storm or a health storm or worldly storm, it has come, it will go. There is something that's very constant, and as long as we don't lose sight of that which is constant, unchanging, it will be fine. When Baba started his ashram, he had come out of his seclusion. He was in seclusion. He was enlightened. Miracles were happening left and right all around him. He really cherished his seclusion, but then he realized that seclusion is good for a certain time, but eventually, if you live in the society, you have to come and engage with the society. That's when he started Sarveshwari Samuh. Samuh means or a gathering, collective. Collective. So we have our individual time, then there has to be a time that we do as a group, as a community, doing things together. And there is Shakti in that. That's why he named it Sarveshwari Samuh. Samuh means collection, collective. Acknowledging the divinity in your heart and in everyone else's heart, we come together as a group to bring about a change. So, yes, we do whatever we need to do to be happy, take care of our health, to take care of our emotional self. there should be some time devoted to collective effort that we do to bring about a change. So all the focus is not on just me and my happiness. This happiness has to translate into some kind of change that we do as a group. And that group doesn't necessarily have to be at the ashram. Wherever you are, try to find some cause, something that you do it together with a group, community of people. Come community, come in unity. Then it forms community. When we go to a group, even in group we are thinking about my importance, my way of seeing things. It doesn't work. When we are trying to work or be a part of the group, it has to come from the place of where can I fit in? What is my gift and how can it enhance the experience? I don't need to lead it. I don't need to control it. If I just come in there, where can I serve? Then it's a beautiful experience for us and for us all. Seva and sadhana. Sadhana and seva. Sadhana is the effort that you make for your own betterment, your own fullness. Overflow of that fullness is seva, selfless service. And this is what really gives meaning to life. And this is what gives happiness. It doesn't give happiness, it just brings out the latent happiness that's within us. All the covers are removed. So thank you all for listening. The sun will shine again. I would love to hear what's on your mind.